Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of Bird Call. As always, I'm joined today by my wonderful co-host, Squid.
Hello.
And today we have a very special guest, KJH. KJH is currently campaigning for Summit and could really use your support. He's known for his incredibly fast-paced Fox Tech Skill and Fox Privilege video series.
What up?
I
What
knew that's
up?
what you were going to say.
You said he'd say sup.
Okay, it was close. Okay, it was close.
Yep. Well, welcome to the new episode of Bird Call.
Welcome,
I
welcome.
think what we're basically going to do is I think we should add like a structure to it so that everyone knows what we're going to do. 'Cause I
Ooh,
realized
yeah.
in the last ones, it's like no one knows what we're going to do.
That's
So
true.
the basic structure is going to be like player interview, and then in this one we'll talk about Summit for a bit, and then we'll talk about Falco Fox. So,
And then
Just-
Q&A.
oh yeah, then Q&A.
Yeah, Q&A.
Yeah, we go through like Twitch questions and stuff. And
Okay.
we said Twitter questions last time to just
Yeah,
not do that.
Twitter didn't really work out last
It's
time.
too hard.
It's
yeah.
fine. One funny thing, I'm glad you actually laid out the structure. I watched maybe you guys have seen it too. There was a podcast with Dr. PP on it kind of recently.
Is that
And
Two Dads?
It
or
was the
whatever?
Two Dads podcast,
Yeah.
and like the entire time I was just waiting for them to like, what is PP coming back or not? And it's
I
like
know.
it spent a whole hour just watching them talk about nothing, and it's like, God, I'm here for the juicy stuff.
Wait,
But-
That's really funny.
This is recent?
It's
It
pretty
was like
recent.
a few months
Well,
ago,
yeah,
like
yeah.
4 months
Did
ago.
PP say anything promising?
It was the. I don't want to shit talk PP on this
It was
podcast,
the
dude.
PP.
Okay.
It was the
Listen,
PP.
he'll be back. All right.
I hope so. I love PP. Okay, on these
I hope we come back
podcasts.
sooner.
Yeah, we all do. All right, let's
but
get
yeah,
into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should just start with your origin story. You know, just how you got into Melee, your first tournament, and stuff like that. So.
Okay. There's so many stories. Like, if we're going all the way back to the very beginning,
Mm-hmm.
it was back in high school, and my best friend, Clovis, we would skip class sometimes. I guess a lot, actually. We'd go into the library, and like they were shitty computers, so they didn't have like Dolphin emulators or anything, right?
Mhm.
But they had
Boot up NetPlay.
the Nintendo 64 emulators.
Really?
Mm.
So yeah, and I'm sure like everyone at some point played like the first Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he was like, "What game should I download?" and stuff like that. He's like, "I'm gonna download Smash Bros." I'm like, "Okay." So we just kept playing like Smash Bros. And the teachers called us, and then we figured out we can play online. So we just go in the library at different times in different rooms and play. And eventually, like that kind of got boring. And it was like, dude, let's play the new one. Like, let's bring a GameCube to school. Like, let's play Melee. I haven't played Melee in forever. So we played Melee, and he was just better than me. And I was so angry that I like, I'm pretty sure I just typed in on YouTube, like, how to play Melee or stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then I saw Walk's guide, the 3-part guide that I'm sure everyone has seen.
I love that guide.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's where I learned like the mechanics and stuff. And then like it was like after I finished that guide, it was like, oh, here's a recommended video, Happy Feet. Oh, here's a recommended
Oh,
video,
man.
Mango versus Armada, Genesis 2.
Mhm.
And I was like, that's when I was like, dude, what? Like people play this game?
Yeah.
So yeah, like I spent like every single day just looking at videos, and eventually I got like a lot better than him to where he just like quit. He just
Yeah.
stopped at me.
No.
That's the
So-
classic, dude.
Yeah, like get good enough, beat your friends and stuff like that. However, I didn't know that there was a tournament scene. Like I didn't have a scene in Michigan. I didn't have a car, and what else? So I didn't have a car, and I just wasn't in the Facebook page, and I was a noob at using Smashboards. I didn't know how to
Dude,
like.
Smash
search
Wars
for
was
stuff.
complicated. Yeah,
Okay,
like,
I'm glad-
finding
I'm
your
glad-
regional Facebook group was kind of
Oh,
hard.
man.
I mean, Smash Bros.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
So after like searching for tournaments, like I would literally Google Michigan Melee tournaments and just come up with nothing. But after all that, I kind of just gave up, and I just played competitive Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hmm.
So when I played competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, a few of the players would they said they knew how to play Melee, but of course they were just bad. So I would
Mhm.
bring the CRT and I like 3v1 them the entire time. And we do this like every week, and I was like, dude, I'm actually just the best player in Michigan. I don't think it's up for debate. And then somehow the stars just aligned, and there was a Melee tournament at
Oh my god.
at the card shop, and they announced it. They're like, "Dude, there's a Melee tournament next week at like here with the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament." I was like,
Damn.
"Really?" They're like, "Are you gonna win it?" I was like, "I guess. Like, why wouldn't I?"
Yeah, why would I be best player? Like,
Like,
obviously.
I was like, "Why? Like, literally, why wouldn't I?" So I show up, and then there's like Dope, Shady, Kazu, Prince Abu,
Wow.
like, and it's like I didn't know who any of these people were, so we
Of
finally
course.
started playing. And yeah, I got humbled. I lost to like this smart player named Helsing. I beat Dope.
That's crazy. I'm actually so mad about your first tournament because you didn't go 0-2.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
deserves to go 0-2.
I got fifth at the first tournament. The
Damn.
thing is, like, I'm not kidding when I said I practiced a lot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just did not know. I was just like a tech skill guy with
Mhm.
no neutral whatsoever. and
Yeah.
No matchup knowledge. But I was still good enough to get fifth because Falco or whatever.
Were you all
But-
Falco at that point?
What is
I
he
was,
implying?
I was pretty much all Falco, but I used Fox against Puff. I played Prince Abu.
Okay.
And Prince Abu, like after he beat me, he told me he's like, you're gonna be really good one day. And he only said that because I was the only player in Michigan at the time that could like wall tech, like
You can already wall
Sounds
tech
bad.
here first. That's so
or,
funny.
or something. And I like wall
Yeah.
tech jump inside B. He's just like, dude, what? I was like, so yeah. After that, it was like that's also where I met my friend Logan Slayer Toki and another player named Love, and they gave me their number and they said if you ever want to like play and learn more stuff like that, just hit us up.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, but like really, I was kind of discouraged. I was like, dude, I
I can't believe I'm not the best player in
I was
Michigan.
I was like, whatever, this game's just not for me. I mean, I'll just keep playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mhm.
So the thing is, Logan and Love, they kept texting me, and they're like, dude, come out, play Smash. And then like my Yu-Gi-Oh friends, they're like, you should go. I was like, dude, I just don't want to play. And it was one of my Yu-Gi-Oh friends that convinced me to go to their house and play.
Really?
So
I think I know who you're talking about.
I went to their house, and then ever since that day, I was just hooked. I sold all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards like 2 weeks later. I was
Wow.
like,
Damn, you went so all in.
because I can't do two things at once.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to be all in. I can't like half-ass both of them. So I was like, I'm done. I want to do this. So that's how I got into Melee. And then after that, I
Yeah.
just started going to tournaments. Like I got a car eventually,
Mhm.
all that.
That's wild.
Yeah. Here's a question I have. So I'm so confused about how this would work. So you were playing on an emulator on shitty school PCs, right? And
Mhm.
did you guys bring controllers? Were there adapters? You use the keyboard or what?
Eventually, like we started off with keyboards.
Yeah. I
started off
actually-
with keyboards, and then we started bringing like PS2 controllers or PS2.
No way.
Whatever a controller could hook up to the computer.
Mhm.
I actually also played Smash 64 at school. I was in debate class, which was the last period of the day every single time, no matter what. And it
Uh-huh.
was like 14 of us, and it wasn't a real class. It was just like if you're part of the debate team, you go in this class, and then you can,
Really?
like, I don't know, practice and stuff. So we basically had a free period every week or every day. And my friend would bring a laptop and we'd play. But we played on the keyboard, and you can only hold 3 keys down at once on the keyboard.
Oh
and
my god.
And we're both playing on separate halves of the keyboard.
No.
So if someone is running and attacking, the other guy can only run. He can't attack or something. Like, it was really shitty.
Do you remember the name of the emulator? It's called
No, I have no idea. It
Project
was
64.
Project
Yeah.
64.
And then Project 64K was the one where you can net play.
oh shit. Yeah, no,
Really?
we never got far enough to net play. We just played in class.
And is this like that was like 2012 or like 2011? What was that?
It was like 2010.
Wow.
It was like early
Yeah.
2010. And my first Melee tournament was July 2012.
Okay.
So yeah, we played Project 64, and then I practiced Melee for 2 whole years. Just to be the best player in Michigan.
That
I was like,
makes sense then. Like 2 years of practice is definitely enough to not go.
Yeah,
over
yeah,
to, right?
yeah.
Like, you'll be
Yeah.
fast enough.
Yeah, I could do like a lot of stuff. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm probably not better than Mango, but I'm like, all right. I was like, I can do that.
That's so fun.
It
That's
was
like
crazy, though, because go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say that's like Hugs' story in the documentary where like he saw the Mango videos or whatever. And he's like, or the Ken videos, and he's like,
Uh,
I mean, he's good, but like, like
I don't know.
That's funny. So you said that you started out playing mostly Falco, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how did you make the transition? Did it slowly become that you started to play Fox more and more? Do you like drop Falco completely at some point, or what
So the
was up with
whole
that?
Falco thing. So like when I found YouTube videos and stuff like that, I saw a Silent Wolf's video, like All Systems Go,
Mm.
all these Fox Texio videos, and like Perfect Dark and stuff like that. And I watched that, and I tried to do it. I was like, I can't play this character.
Same.
I actually can't do it. Like the stuff they're doing is absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
But Falco is a little slower.
Oh, come
So
on.
I like Happy Feet, like a few combos and Happy Feet and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I can do this. Like shine down there, easy. So Zoo was like a big influence, and then like in 2012 is when I found out about Westballs, and that's when I just went like full on fanboy mode.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I want to do everything that he's doing. Like the Westballs pressure was blowing my mind.
The Westballs pressure, I first saw it in 2013 because I quit for a while and then came back 2013, and so I was catching up on videos. And I think the first video I saw was him breaking SFAT's shield with only Westballs pressure, and I was like, "This is the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life." And I cried it for like 5 hours straight.
The first video I saw of Westballs was him beating Mango's Falcon at a local.
Oh wow!
And I was
Really?
I was like, "Holy shit! He just beat Mango with Falco." And I was like, "All right, like that's it." Red Falco, and I was just Red Falco practicing Westball's pressure. I was like the only other Falco that could Westball's pressure at the time.
Yeah.
The first video I saw of Westballs was him getting fucked up by Mango's Falcon when they were playing. It was like
the Evo pre-Evo?
Yeah, the pre-Evo Smash Fest. Yeah. Where he's like reverse knee stomp. Oh yeah. yeah. That's the first video I ever saw of Wes, and I was like, damn, this guy sucks. He's getting fucked on, dude.
Wait, go again.
Yeah.
And Mango's like, move on, dude. I gotta play someone else. He's like, no.
Dude, I can actually guarantee you I was the biggest Westballs fan there is today.
You used to message him too, right?
I used to message him.
Yeah.
And then the weirdest part was like Big House 2.
Oh, classic story.
My first national. Because, like my first tournament was July 2012 and Big House 2 was October 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So I have Westballs in my pool, and I'm just so hyped to meet him and everything. And we play, and I 2-0'd him.
Is that crazy?
That's so funny.
I didn't know what to think.
Yeah.
And then I didn't make it out of the pool either. Yeah, I beat Westballs, beat like 2 other people, and lost to everyone else.
And he played Falco, right? Like
he played Falco, yeah. Falco did.
Yeah.
I still remember how I won the last game. I just went for a suicide dare, and I was like, damn.
Really?
I was like, no way. Like, because I wasn't even in the scene long enough to know what like getting nervous or anything like that really felt like. I was just confused. But yeah,
that's insane. I went 0-2 for like a year. You're just beating like your idol in your first national.
I definitely just tried to emulate Westballs for the entirety of like.
Yeah.
But I also played Fox versus like Peach and Puff because that was like the thing to do back in.
That's what Zoo did. So.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, that's what Zoo did as well, and I think West did it sometimes. I was like, okay. And like after I got better test skill with Falco, I was like, okay, I can do some things with Fox. Like he's not like ridiculously hard to where
I still can't do things with Fox, so that's cool that you
got. It's like I would practice Falco for like 2 hours and Fox for like an hour and like half an hour or an hour. I would always like practice Falco more.
Yeah.
I did the same thing in reverse. I always practiced because I was a dual main too. So I practiced Falco for a lot, and then, well, part of it I would like practice Fox for a lot because people were telling me my Fox was better than my Falco, and then I was like, what, screw it, I don't know. But so obviously you're a fully fledged Fox main now. You don't go Falco for any matchups. So where did that transition happen?
Oh god, it's It's almost even dumber than like
Yeah.
Do you guys know Hack's like first debut tournament is Fox, where he
He did like 7 shines and
he
Falco.
he did like
got hit.
he multi-shined this Falco 8 times.
Oh, the
I
Falco shined out a shield, didn't he?
And
Yeah, the Falco shine.
That's how dumb I was. I didn't care about that at all.
Dude,
I was
literally
like-
same.
I was like, he can do that in tournament,
Yeah.
and then like I kept watching during that tournament, and then he was like converting off a double shine, wave shine, double
Yeah,
shine,
yeah.
grab,
Mhm.
double shine, nair. I was like, dude, I didn't know this is like practical in tournament.
Yeah.
I'm playing Fox. I need to practice that, but I still played Falco a little bit, and then at what was it? It was Fight Pit 4, where Fight Pit 4 was my last tournament as Falco, and I got like this sick combo on S1 as Falco,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, dude, that's kind of dumb. I like this character is actually just kind of stupid. I'm not
It's like
even-
not nearly as cool as these double
Uh,
shine wave shines Hacks was doing.
I was like, I'm not even like outplaying my opponent. It's like I was just slowly realizing like how like mid-level Falco just like coast
Yeah.
against
Mhm.
Spacies. So then I had to play Matt.Zeb and losers. And I went Fox and he went Falco. And I think that's where my Falco hate started.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Cause I was like, the way he beat me, I was like, yeah, I'm done with that character.
Yikes.
I don't want to play a character who's able to do that. That was
Yeah.
gross.
That was the last straw. Like I was practicing my Fox. I was probably gonna switch to Fox full time, but that was it. That's what pushed me over. I was like, I'm done with that character. Character is so dumb. So it's like the birth of my Fox, but also the birth of my Falco hate. It's
Yeah.
like it was like the relationship ended like so shitty. We broke. Like, me and Falco broke up and we were just not on good terms.
We didn't
That's
talk
rough.
anymore. We should talk to each other, to our friends and shit. Like,
Hated him. Hated him. And Apex 2015 was my first all Fox tournament. And it's crazy because
That's a good tournament for you.
I forget who it was, but I played a Ganon. I played a Ganon at Apex 2015, and he beat me game 1, and it literally took me like 30 to 60 seconds to not pick Falco.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I was like, dude, like Falco Ganon's so bad. Just pick Falco. I know you can do it. Just pick Falco. I was like,
Oh,
you gotta commit
no.
to this eventually. But I picked Fox, and I won the next 2 games. And I was so happy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Didn't cop out and go Falco. It took so much. That's probably one of the hardest things I had to do in my melee career.
That's
That's
crazy.
so funny.
Who were some of the other wins you got at Apex 2015? I just want you to say it.
It was so I beat Dark Atma.
Okay, that's a
If
good
I'm
one.
not mistaken, I lost his Sanguzin,
Ah,
and I beat Dark Atma.
that's
And
funny.
then, so I had to play the loser of Plup and Swedish Delight.
Hmm.
And Swedish kind of bodied Plup.
His Samus, right?
Samus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of bodied Plup Samus. So I think
Oh,
Plup
this is the
was-
birth of the Sheik, right?
Plup was so tilted, he went like Sheik against me.
Yeah,
And I beat a Sheik 2-1.
yeah.
And what was it? Like it was funny because that was my first tournament as Fox, and that was like the last tournament as Samus. We were both just like, fuck these characters.
That's so funny.
That's such an important tournament
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's like
for so many reasons. Like,
so yeah, I beat Plup and then I lost to Hugo and I was pissed because the worst part was the week before Apex, I had beat Duck for my first time. I was like 0-30 versus Duck, and I finally beat him. And then I just lost to Hugo, and I was like, dude, fuck this.
Did you ever beat Duck with your Falco?
Nope. I got very close. My Falco was always closer than my Fox, but after I switched to Fox and only played Fox, I was able to beat him.
Yeah. I'm on the same page here with you. Still haven't beaten him with my Falco. Come close.
Have you
Well, when-
tried Fox?
When's
I have
the
tried
last time
Fox.
you've played him?
Probably months ago. I'd say at least
Yeah.
5 months ago.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like you get to regularly play him. And
No, not at all. We probably played
Consistently
10
losing.
sets lifetime, and I've been living in the
that's
same
insane.
state as him for 5 years. So
Yeah.
I don't
2
know,
sets a
man.
year.
What was I gonna say? There was something. Probably something about Fox or Falco, one of the two.
I think that's like it for my Fox story. It's like hacks can multi-shine and convert off a double
Dude,
shines. And
I was
think
gonna
that's dope.
I was gonna talk about that too because hacks, like I loved hacks, and I don't know if you guys have seen my multi-shine tutorial on like SSBM tutorials or
I have.
whatever, but like exists. Oh, I think my computer just went to sleep. No, we're good.
Nice.
that exists because I watched hacks and I saw him do a bunch of
Really?
multi-shines, and I was like, because before I like kind of practiced multi-shines, I could do West ball shines but not multi-shines, like I wasn't fast enough, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's probably not possible. And then when I saw hacks do like a million, I was like, oh, I guess it is possible. And so I spent so long figuring out like how I wanted, like which buttons I want to press, if I want to slide or lift my thumb, if I want to claw or not claw and stuff. And I was just like spending forever on it. And then I finally like figured out a method that worked for me where I slide from X to B. And then I got consistent at it. And I got a clip that was like similar to Hax's, except it was against a Sheik player in like 2014 or so, I don't remember. And I got like 4 shines, short hop, laid down air, 4 shines, and that one hit him. And then I like comboed him and killed him off of it.
That's sick.
And I was like, that was by far the sickest clip I'd ever had in my life and everything. So then that's like I made the tutorial after that. And I was like, it's all thanks to hacks and stuff. And I like almost like I started playing Fox more. Not like really with the intention to switch, but I definitely learned to do multi-shines with Fox and was like it's so fun, you know. But I still can't short hop with Fox, so there was no chance I'd ever switch.
The other thing about that is this was also during like the Stone Age. We didn't have 20XX.
Yeah, exactly. So we're doing it in like 99 stocks versus a Bowser at 0.5.
Oh man.
So the way I started off, I didn't know about that at first. Oh god, it was so embarrassing. I had to like either use a rubber band.
I was gonna say rubber band.
Oh, I did that, yeah.
Or like hold it with my foot.
Yeah.
Hold the shield above my foot and practice multi-shines until the shield broke. Wait.
Yep.
Then do it again.
That's so rough.
And then someone told me about Starman using Bowser Starman.
Oh, yep, I did that too.
That's like I had these Starmans, but then I didn't know anything about frame data, and I was like, it was placebo. I was like, this feels weird. I was like,
it's probably different, yeah.
I don't think this is the same as multi-shine in the shield. I think it's different. But yeah.
Did you ever practice power shielding? You'd tap the B button on a Falco laser with your foot, and then you'd power shield.
No,
yeah, I did that for a long time.
On level 9. He just shot lasers.
Oh, he shot lasers? That's
so
nice
I practiced power shielding by playing against a level 9 Ganon, and I would shoot him with a laser and power shield.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's next level. But I remember what I was going to say. I was going to say it's so funny that was the birth of your Falco hatred, because from my perspective, I think this is funny for Squid to hear. Is like Kalindi, I was the best Falco player in the state, other than Moose. Moose was kind of on his way out when I was on the come up. And so I'm like on the come up trying as hard as I can. And if I even get far enough in tournament, I have to play against Kalindi, and he whoops my ass with a straight face. It's like a quick 2-0. And then immediately after whooping my ass, he's like, fuck, Falco, that character is fucking stupid. I'm like, dude, what? You just beat me, dude. What do you want from me?
Because every national I went to, I guess a double elimination.
That's
I've still never beaten Zanguzin.
Oh, no.
Like Zanguzin, I lost to New York Joey. Who was that Falco that came to Michigan from Florida?
King Momo?
No.
Well, he did come from Florida. You did lose to him.
Like losing to him now.
Oh, at the beach tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Like I lost to him,
Merc, yeah.
I have a long list of Falcos that just bodied me, and I was like, oh my god. And
I feel like your hatred of Falco is what got you all your Twitter followers at first, you know?
I know,
it was good.
So worth.
But the weird thing to me is that everyone latched onto it. Nobody hates Falco anymore. If you started Twitter, if you start tweeting like that now, everyone would be like, Kalindi, give the Falcos a break, man. They got it hard enough.
They're like, Falco's maybe 7th on the tier list. Leave him alone.
It's crazy. As soon as I stopped complaining about Falco, everyone did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is crazy. So Apex 2015. Oh, one thing I wanted you to tell the story of is that thread that was in Michigan Melee about shield dropping. Just because I just want to mention that you're like a super innovator of the game, and like you take things to the next level all the time. Mm-hmm. And that thread is just such a funny example of that.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I don't even remember what year it was. It was very early, but I posted in Michigan Melee because I was learning how to shield drop. This is before notches or dashback shield drop controllers were a thing, and I didn't know anything about the axe method. I just could go straight down because I practiced it. And I posted in Michigan Melee. I was like, is shield dropping useful? And should I waste my time practicing it? And there was about there was a handful of people that just said, no, it's not worth learning.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna learn it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn it anyway. So I was like the only player in Michigan, at least. Like I know there's some OG shield drop guys like Hugo, Sung.
Yeah.
Well,
Max.
Sung learned it after the shield drop method, so he's not.
Okay.
Like-
He's not super OG.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the fact that you did it straight down before notches is actually crazy because Sung was just like one of the first ones to use notches. Like,
I see.
Hmm.
But yeah, people were just saying, no, it's not worth it, blah blah blah, and it's like we literally have to mod our game now for
Yeah.
people to shield drop
Mhm.
yeah, it's so funny.
because they don't want to practice it.
Yeah. But no, that thread has like over 100 comments on it now or something. It's just so funny. It pops up every now and then. It gets like bumped or
Mhm.
whatever, and it's just like from 2013. Everyone's like, Juggle Guy is like totally useless tech skill or something, and it's like what? Literally every human being does it now. It's like a staple
Oh
of
my
tech skill.
God.
I know.
That's like there's a thread on the Falco boards that's like, is Westfall's pressure useful? Or
Oh, that's
something?
such a funny thread.
Yeah, and everyone's like, I don't think it's that good. It's like punishable, blah blah blah. And then Westballs comes in and he's like,
Mhm.
you guys are all idiots. You're all bad, and you will remain bad.
I know.
I remember that thread. I tried
Yeah.
reading it, and it's like, of course, I was a nobody, so I was not giving my opinion
Yeah,
at all. But they were talking about frame data and stuff like that, and I was like,
yeah.
what, dude?
And Westballs is like, stop talking about frame data, you nerds. It's obviously good. Like- oh man, good times.
Random question that I wanted to ask, one that I don't know the answer to even, is and this is kind of putting you on the spot. What's your favorite win of all time? Because I really don't know. Is it like beating Duck for the first time? Is it like the the highest ranked win you've ever gotten? I'm just curious.
Fuck.
Yeah, I, don't
I know it's
how
a
to answer
super hard question.
Unless you like have an answer ready, then I
I
feel
know.
like it's hard to like come up with an answer.
I
yeah.
don't. 'Cause I'm always like, I very rarely like get super excited about wins.
hmm That
Um,
reminds me of something too that you said. Man, I can't remember the context, but all you said was, I get almost the exact same feeling from losing as I do when I win. I was like, that's absolutely insane. I feel completely opposite. I'm either pissed or I'm like extremely happy.
See, I'm like either pissed or kind of neutral. Like when I win, it's like not that big a deal, but when I lose, it
Interesting.
is a big deal.
Mhm.
So it's like,
it like it has to be Duck, I guess, because
Yeah.
like I said,
yeah,
like I lost 30 sets in a row, and I was like, there's no way I just can't do this.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm just getting down myself, like, dude, I'm actually just never gonna beat him. Like, holy, I should. Like, and this, I was believing that Samus beat Fox and everything. And I was just like, oh my god, I just don't know. But I beat him for the first time, and I like didn't pop off or anything, but I was just like, finally.
yeah.
Like it took so long. I guess it's Duck. Like I have other like good wins, but I don't think they
They didn't have the same journey, you know.
Yeah. That's I always mention. I was like interviewed by ESPN at some point. I don't even think they posted the article, but they were like, "What's your favorite win?" And I thought about it for so long, and I was like, and I see Beach in the chat. I was like, I think it has to be Beach, and they're like, "Who?" And I was like,
Who?
and I was like, his tag is Beach. It was Tremor.
And they're like, no, you just beat Westballs last week. Did you forget?
Yeah,
No,
exactly,
Beach.
exactly. I was like, I lost like 60 sets in a row. I mean, like the one win I got felt fucking amazing. I was on top of the world, dude. Are you kidding me? But
Yep.
that's pretty silly. God, I
That's
had
so
something
funny.
else in my brain, but
I love those like early stories about players because everyone kind of goes through the same journey at tournaments, right? Like
Mhm.
whether you're winning the tournament or going last or something, like you're losing 2 sets and they feel bad, right? So it's like when you're bad and you're on your way to getting good, you'll have those tournaments that mattered a lot but no one cared because you got
Mhm.
17th or something.
hmm
Like for me, when I was getting good, there was this Peach player in SoCal named Peligro, and I was 0-5 or 0-6 against him or something.
Yikes.
And I got ranked, and I was still 0-7 against him or something. Like I
Oh,
never beat
no.
him. He was unranked, and I'd just gotten ranked 20th or something. And I finally got one win, and then I didn't play him for a year and a half. So if
Oh
I didn't
my
get that
God.
one win, I would have just been 0-8 forever. Like,
Oh no. That's so funny. Oh, I remember
Yeah.
what I wanted to bring up. One of the funniest things that I said a long time ago, this doesn't really have anything to do with Kalindi, but I think it's funny,
Hmm.
is I remember the very beginning of my Twitter. This is so cringy, so cringy. My Twitter name was Melee Mind Diary because I just wanted to write shit down
Oh,
about.
I
Oh,
remember
that's
that.
It was
adorable.
bad. It was bad. But
No,
I
that's
did.
sick.
I wrote a lot of useful information. If you go back to my first few tweets, but I did write about how I thought Samus might beat Fox. And I was like, look, she can't be wave shine. She gets knocked out of drill super easily. You can't combo her. She doesn't die. You can't like up throw her, and she can just camp shield the whole time.
Edge guarder.
Can't edge guard her, and it's like Fox dies off of one hit. You get down smash, you hold him down, you're just dead. GG's. Like
There's still some truth to that.
that's what I'm saying. The more I think about it, now that I'm talking
know.
about it again, I'm
You're like,
thinking.
wait a second.
I was
That's so
actually
funny.
I was playing Morse code last night with my Sheik, and I was just getting fucking destroyed. And I was like, wait,
Oh,
this
God.
matchup might not be as
Dude,
bad as it
That's
seems.
what Griffin always talks about. Griffin hates the mid tiers that Sheik like destroys.
Mhm.
I know he talked about it a little last episode, but he was like, I hate characters with good down smashes. So like,
Oh
he was
yeah,
like,
he did say that.
Sheik tries to hit anyone, like all the mid tiers, and they all just take the hit and down smash her, and then he's like, ah, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
Oh God. Living in Michigan, I just know the response to like that. Like I
Yeah.
know Duck's,
Mhm.
I know Duck's exact response to that, and he would just say, "How are you getting hit by down smash in the first place?"
Yeah.
I know.
And the Sheik would be like, "You're crouch canceling. Like you can space it. It's free."
Yeah.
You know what?
I've
The part
heard
I
it
hate
so
about
many
it is
times.
because I know exactly how the argument goes too. It's like
I can
the
respect
down
it.
smash happens, and you get hit by it, and they say like, "Do you know how much risk I'm taking on right now?" And it's like, and then Kalindi will say like, "Well, I have to risk it too if I want to kill you with up smash because I like can't kill you with up throw up air." And Duck says, "Up smash risky? What are you talking about?" It's the same shit every time.
That's hilarious.
God.
God.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is kind of an unrelated segue, but we're talking about your early Twitter being that.
Uh-huh.
My early Twitter has lore. Only like
Ooh.
Connor the kid knows about this.
Mhm.
I had my Twitter before Melee. Like I had it like with my
Okay.
normie friend. I had
Yeah.
like 14 followers. It was only my normie friends or whatever. And all I did was tweet dad jokes. Like
Wow.
dad
God.
puns.
Is it
So
the
if you
same
scroll-
Twitter that you still use?
Yeah. So if you
Oh.
scroll back far enough, you can find like there's one that's like religion in a nutshell, and it's like a nutshell cut out with like a little
Oh my
major in
god.
it. There's like a bunch of shit like that. It was so funny. And Connor always brings it up. He's like, "Bring back the dad joke, Squid," and I was like, "No."
That's so funny. Another question for Kalindi. What foxes inspired you the most? Because just from watching your playstyle, and I mean I've talked to you quite a bit, but I would think that like when I watch you, it's like a combination of like Silent Wolf, Armada, and Leffen. But I don't see like too much
Hacks.
Mango in there. Yeah, a bit of hacks too, but like you're willing to use smash attacks, so I'm not entirely sure about that. But like, how do you feel?
Yeah. So like tech skill wise, it was definitely like Silent Wolf very, very early on. I was
Mhm.
like, I just want to do the stuff he's doing. Like application of that tech skill, like seeing it being used, definitely hacks. He was
Mhm.
like that push for me to like actually really practice harder than I was. And then like of course definitely Leffen. Like he's like combination of all the like the best parts of all those things. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
the practical application of like the crazy tech skill and stuff like that. So there is so many times, and still to this day, where I see Mango's Fox, and I'm just like, that's it. I just want to play like that. That's
Yeah.
all I want to do. Like, he is actually the hardest player to copy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He is actually the hardest player to copy. Every time I try and copy Mango style, it never works out. It's just not. You have to be Mango. Like
Mango style's always been super cool. I actually just recently rewatched a video. It was like Mango versus Armada friendlies at pound 4 or something, and it
Mhm.
was Fox versus Peach. And he's just going ham, and he just does like Nair shine pressure, but mixes it up with drill shine pressure, and that's
Mhm.
good enough, right? Like they can't CC out of shield and shit like that. But
Right. Right.
it was just like it's so fast and everything. And I'm like, oh my god. Like,
yeah, like Mango is probably still like my favorite Fox to watch,
Mhm.
but I just can't do like I can't play like him.
That
It's
makes
not
sense.
like I can't. It's not like I can't execute it. It's all like a mentality when he goes in.
Mhm.
yeah.
It's like he just knows how to read people, and I don't have like that aspect. I know how to out tech people, and like outthink people sometimes, but like just constantly reading your opponent over and over again in an aggressive way is like it's too hard.
Yeah.
You know something interesting? I feel like people always say they take things from certain players, and like I actually think that people take a lot of stuff from you, even Clindy. But one thing that I never hear is that people like copy SFAT. Have you taken anything from SFAT? I think he's pretty hard to like emulate as well, kind of like Mango, but I can't put my
Yeah.
finger on why.
I can't put my finger on it either. He's just I know it's cliche, but he's just solid.
Mm-hmm.
Some things I had taken from him was single hit up throw up air, like falling
Oh
up
yeah.
air.
Oh yeah.
I do think SFAT started that. Also, a long time ago, SFAT, no one knows SFAT was the OG down tilter. People
Really?
always
Oh
say,
yeah.
people always say it was the European Foxes, like Lieutenant Armada. They did like popularize it
Mm-hmm.
and like use it a lot more, I guess. I don't know. But SFAT was doing it way before, and he was doing like
I think
weak back there,
Fiction
strong
kind of did it
there,
back then
stuff
too.
Yeah, maybe Fiction too. But
I remember
SFAT,
because. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying he was definitely like an OG down.
Yeah. I remember Fiction just because he had a tweet one time, or maybe it wasn't Twitter back then, but he there was like a GIF of Fiction doing a combo on someone that had a down tilt on the platform. Like it was like hit, and then they like mistech and he did down tilt up air or something and killed them.
Yeah,
and,
well, it wasn't like combo down tilts. I mean, SFAT was doing
Right.
it like in neutral,
Yeah.
like calling out dashbacks and stuff like
right.
that.
Like with like the long range and shit. But
That
this
makes
one I
sense.
just remember because someone was like, I don't think Fiction meant to do that down tilt. And Fiction had like a rant that was like, low level players can't even conceive that I tried to do an option that they didn't think of.
No. Oh no.
He's still the same.
Yeah.
I can imagine him saying that right now.
Exactly. He's like, they'd rather think it's a tech skill error than innovate. And like, oh my god.
I watched some of his stream yesterday, and it was so funny because there's never a silent moment with Fiction because he's complaining about something that's happening on the screen. Like, look at this, Falco
Nonstop.
just brain dead in the corner trying to wall me out. Little does he know I can actually ledge dash. Like, if this guy just respected me for a second, like it's just.
That sounds hilarious. I need to check
It was
out
pretty
his
funny. Yeah, it's pretty good.
stream.
Oh man. But how was the summer of Smash for you, Clindy? How do you feel like it went overall? I haven't talked to you
Pretty
about that.
good. I think the whole year has been like pretty good. Summer Smash, like I didn't do amazing. I didn't do poorly, I would say. Evo was kind of poor. I had a chance to make a really I had a chance for a top 8 run at Evo. Like I lost to Dark Tooth in pools, but
Oh yeah.
it gave me like the best bracket possible. I forgot who I played right at the end. Oh, I played Connor. Poor Connor. Like it was like the worst set. He almost got like double 3 stocks or something. But so I played Connor, then I played Amsa the Sheik, and I beat him, which is good because I lost to him last year at Big House. So I beat Amsa Sheik, and then I had to play Hugo. I think it might have been one other person I had to play Hugo. I was like, oh, I should definitely just win this, blah blah. And I started getting in my own head. And Hugo beat me. Like he definitely just like outplayed me. There was nothing really wrong that happened.
Yeah.
Other than like my mentality and getting in my own head. But that was probably the most disappointing because if I beat Hugo, I would have had to play Pew Pew, who I'm up 2-0 on this year.
Nice.
Then I would have had to play Kobo, who I'm up like 3-0 on this year. And then I would have had to play Swedish Delight for top 8.
And you've beaten Swedish quite a few times.
Yeah. Me and Swedish are like dead even. So it's just like disappointing, like looking at what could have been. So Evo probably hurt the most, or at least I thought. And then literally next week, here I am up 2-1 on HBox, and then I lose. I'm like,
oh.
I'm like, oh, that hurts too, I guess.
Yeah.
You're like, wow.
It's just like a bunch of heartbreaks. And then I was like, okay, that really hurts, but it can't get worse, right? And then fast forward 2 weeks to Shine, where I finally beat Ryan Ford. Yeah, he's been a demon for a while.
Yeah.
Beat Ryan Ford. I forgot who else.
You 3-0'd him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm up 3 stocks to 1 on Dewan. I'm up 3 stocks to 1 on Dewan. Game 5. Sheik Fox. I'm like, Fox does not lose this. He shouldn't lose this. He can take all the trades that Sheik has, and somehow, some way, Dewan found a way to beat me, and it's just like, dude, it's just like 3 tournaments in a row of just like disappointing losses. Like they weren't bad losses at all, but
Right, but they were almost great wins. So like,
they just hurt.
great runs.
It was weird. Like I really think I played well like all summer.
Mhm.
Even at CEO where I lost round 1
Oh
pools.
yeah, round 1 of round 1 pools.
Never in my entire life have I lost round 1 of round 1 pools.
Who was it?
C15 Fox.
Oh.
I know. Like I never heard of him.
He's a
either.
round 1 Fox player. You don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you know, it's just like no Johns or whatever, but like round 1, you kind of like use like 20% of your brain power and like skill. You're just like, yeah, let's just do this. Like you don't expect much from them, but this guy, like off the bat, it's like Armada Shine. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
And it's like Let's Dash Nair. I was like, dude, like this is not like round 1 stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wake up my adaptive part of the brain, like get it together.
You didn't think you needed that part yet and shit.
I know. I lost to him, and then I played a bunch of people in losers, and I got 9th at that tournament.
It's not bad.
I think the most notable win definitely was I beat Pew Pew in losers, and then I lost to Wizzy for top 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't get like the top 8s I wanted or whatever, but it was fine. Also, I think the other 2 good tournaments were Flatiron and Combo Breaker.
I didn't even remember you going to Flatiron.
At Flatiron, I finally beat Crush.
I
beat Lot, and I got like my first kind of top 8. Stop it. Is someone tapping something? Is that me?
Is that you, Squid?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, so what was it? Flatiron was like my first like regional top 8 at a tournament that level. So that was I beat Crush and Lot, and then lost to Crush and Leffen. And then Combo Breaker where I beat Swedish. I kind of got off the hook. I beat Absent Page, and then Michael beat S2J.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I dodged S2J, and I beat Swedish to win the tournament. So yeah, overall, like the summer, spring, and Smash has been like pretty good. Like I'm not satisfied with how it went, but I'm not super upset. Like it shows like clear improvement.
Definitely. Definitely. And now coming out of the Summer Smash, I think that we can talk about Summit a little bit, huh? All right. So what made you opt into Summit this time around? Because this is your first time.
Yeah. A few things. The easiest one is literally what we just talked about. Like I feel like I'm playing well enough and improving at a good rate where I finally feel like I deserve a shot. I don't know, deserve is such a like wrong word to use whenever talking about Summit, but like a reason I never really opted in was for 2 reasons. One is because other Michigan players, like Duck ran 3 times, and granted, every single time Duck did run, he was doing like really well, and I was like, yeah, like I'm not gonna try and take his votes,
right? Yeah,
or whatever, because like I do believe that like people who run for Summit like should be good players and like who deserve it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't bash anyone who like tries to get in for whatever reasons. Like that's fine. It's just like I'm not gonna run for Summit if I'm playing like straight dog shit all year. Like But so that wasn't the case. Duck was doing really well all 3 years he ran, and I wasn't. So I was like, okay, like that's fine. And then what was it? 6 months ago, you decided to run. And yeah, like I was like, yeah, I'm not doing like amazing. I don't feel like I haven't prepared to like run for Summit or anything. She's like, nah, like you can take it. So yeah, and after like Summer Smash, I was like, okay, I think I want to give it a shot. Like you and Duck had already said that you weren't going to run. So I was like, I want to give it a try at least.
Yeah.
You know what else? Like I've been streaming for about a year, a little over a year. So I was like, yeah, I've been growing my brand. I've been streaming, putting out content a lot. So I think I have the support base.
Definitely.
Yeah.
To run for Summit. So I was like, I'm just gonna give it a shot. And like we're in a pretty good spot right now. It blows my mind like how much support I've gotten already. I wasn't expecting like anything like this.
Yeah, I loved your tweet that blew up, right? Where you're like, I'm a good investment, and then it got like
Oh, and then
over
you
1,000
said,
likes.
I actually love the response. You were like, oh, this really blew up. Check out my SoundCloud. And it's the voting
yeah.
page. That's so funny.
Because I do think I am like the best candidate on the summit
I
page.
agree.
Like, clearly not the best player, but like overall best candidate without a
Mhm.
doubt.
Yeah.
And like we just
And
talked
you are
about.
you are number one right now. Yeah, I just pulled it up.
Mhm.
I am. Dude, being number one feels so scary.
Yeah, because you're like waiting to be sniped.
I know. It's just like, oh god.
Mm-hmm. But like we just talked about, like you were up 2-1 against HBox, like you're incredibly close with Shroomed. Like a bad loss for you is a top 20 player in Hugs. Like you
Yeah.
have tons of potential, and I know that like it's kind of overstated, but I have never seen anybody who has the ability to level up through Summit more than you. I don't think. Like honestly, I know. So I went to Summit. And every single day is you're just playing for at least 12 hours a day. You go upstairs,
Yeah, that's
everybody's
crazy.
upstairs, you play against the gods. Some people have to go for photo shoots or whatever, so you just find a new rotation, but you're literally playing against like top 20 talent all day long. You can ask as many questions as you want. It is easily the like best opportunity for improvement ever. And I think one of the
Yeah.
things too is like some of the reasons why some of the like 30 through 50 level players can't like
Mhm.
crack that next level is because they don't have the experience against those top players. So to like have
Right.
the opportunity to play them is huge, and I think you'd
Mhm.
benefit a lot.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I definitely don't think I'm in like a bad spot, like
Mhm.
having Duck, Prince Abu, and stuff like that. But I definitely need some other matchup experience.
Mhm.
Like, I think it would help a lot. Like, I haven't made any promises about like leveling up after Summit. I just feel like that's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I want to see it for myself. I know everyone always talks about the Summit level up, but
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's definitely not as like clear cut as people say it is. Like, you don't directly get better.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. It's still what you make of it, just like the rest of
Exactly.
like
Mhm.
everything
And
else.
I
in there
and I
stuff.
think I can make the most out of it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah, I know.
what?
Have you guys seen Santi's tweets?
I don't
You know,
think so.
he made a tweet that was like, "Don't hate on people or like new people trying to get into Summit," while like the same people that have had sponsors for 20 years and have gone to every summit have not gotten any better or something like.
I'm not gonna name names. I mean,
Santi did not name names in that tweet, but he always does name names if you ask him. He's always
Really?
just like, yeah, he's so funny, dude. Like
That
he's
is
just
funny.
like, I don't know, like all the SoCal players, right? Like
Mhm.
Lucky Westball's SCJ. He's like, those guys just like, why can't they beat the gods yet? Like, come on, like they're playing all the
Yeah,
time. Like-
I did have Ginger. Ginger moved like 3 hours away.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
True.
Jeez.
It's sad. We net play
Yeah.
sometimes. But
that plays fine.
yeah, I guess. What are some of your incentives? Because you said you've been streaming almost every single day. What are some of the incentives you got for people to vote for you?
Let me look them up. 'Cause I gotta keep track.
You have a lot, I feel like, right?
I do.
I've been loving your streams with Outlast, by the way. Like I said, I was right there with you, Kalindi. I turned off my lights. I turned the music up.
The spooky streams.
Mhm.
Hate Outlast. All right, so my incentives are. I've been super flexible on these, by the way. 10 plus votes equal a tech demonstration on stream, meaning you can ask me how to do a tech,
Mhm.
and I will teach you how to practice it. Because I made a 20xx tutorial, and people still don't know how to use 20xx. So
Yeah, that's true.
I will literally hold your hand and teach you how to practice whatever it is you want to
Mhm.
practice. 50 plus votes is a net play set. But again, like while I was streaming and doing net play with voters, people were like, "Yeah, I only have 10 votes." I was like, "That's fine. Like we can do this." Like if I have the time, like as long as there's not like a line of people, like I get you 50 votes, let's play right now, and like 100 people like that, then I can play net play with anyone,
Mhm.
like any
Yeah.
voters. What else? 100 votes is a set analysis. 200 votes or more is a set analysis plus a personal practice routine written by me.
Nice.
Stuff that like I would notice in the analysis that you need to practice.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. 500 plus votes is a signed Blue Eyes White Dragon. I already have 3 of those going out.
That's crazy.
I think that's
Yeah.
such a sick incentive.
I know.
It could be like any Yu-Gi-Oh card you want. The more I think about it, but I thought
Mhm.
Blue Eyes was like so sick. So
Yeah,
Definitely.
and it's iconic.
Mhm.
and then highest voter is a new tech named after them. Like
That's
Oh,
sick.
yeah.
If anyone knows, I definitely have just new tech all around that I
All
haven't
the time,
tried
yeah.
out yet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if let's say if Squid was the highest voter, we'd have like a Squid Land or a Squid Shine or something like that.
You
I'd
mean
have-
another Squidland or another?
Oh,
No, I'm
yeah.
kidding.
And then
That's like
you said that stuff about Crush. Do you just want to reiterate that? You don't have to give any more details, but for the people who haven't heard.
People are asking how many votes for Crush. Like I said, what I can promise people is if I make it in the summit, you will see Crush before the end of the year.
I like that.
That's all I can give.
That's
away.
all you can say.
That's hype.
I saw some replies on a tweet, and I'm not BSing you. I don't mean you're gonna see my Fox playing like Crush. You're gonna see a Crush can. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I keep my promises.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna see Jack Hoyt.
Jack Hoyt, yes.
I like it. I like it.
Playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
And what? And yeah.
But
That's hype,
yeah,
though.
no, Summit sounds hype. I really hope that you get in. You've seen a lot of support already. I think like you're in the lead by a lot, but I want the people to understand that are watching this.
Yeah.
Being in the
Yeah.
lead doesn't mean anything. He still
Yeah.
needs your support. Just because you think Kalini has like 12,000 votes, the next person has 7,000, you're like, oh, I could throw my votes to somebody else. No, if you want KJH and Summit, you have to vote for KJH. That's how it works. Like,
Honestly, it feels like I'm in last place. That's what it's like.
it's so scary.
It hurts.
So let me explain it to the people in the chat too, because it's okay. So first place is the bar that you set, and everyone's bombs are for sure going above the bar.
Yeah.
So you're the person who's set like the bar, and every bomb knows they have to get at least that much if they want to get in. So
Yeah, and as first, you don't know what your bar is supposed to be. You just
exactly.
and then people are not as like. They don't feel the need to make a bomb as much because they're like, oh, well, you're already in first.
Yeah,
so
he's
you
in
don't get as big of
first.
It's like, no, you need to.
Yep. So, guys, still support Clinty. Please dump your votes into Clinty if you have him. He deserves them. And we're all hoping that he gets in.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours till voting time. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, dude, we should
2
have
hours
timed,
till voting.
We should have timed the podcast to end with that.
No, I wouldn't have been.
It would have been too much. You're right. You're right.
I'm
Too
gonna
much
stream.
pressure. and shit.
I'm gonna stream like right.
Oh
after
yeah,
we
you
get
can
off of
stream
this.
it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, that would be funny if we could celebrate with Kalindy though while he gets in. We'll just have to do it in his stream. Make sure that you follow Kalindy too. We're gonna go over this at the end, but he streams twitch.tv/KJH__. You gotta fix that.
I do.
He's just like,
If I get
right.
the summit, I'll fix it.
Yeah. Some of his 200 votes I'll fix by Twitter.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Do you want to take questions from the chat now? Anything else you want to say about Summit? I don't know.
I think I covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, I
had to say about
think we're
Summit.
good there. But all right. Do you have chat open?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you see any questions that you want to answer, we can also ask you guys. But feel free to ask questions in the chat, guys. I think we have a little over 100 viewers. Is there going to be a Summit stream today? I don't know if you mean the one with Mango and Alex19, but I don't think that's today. Why are they doing it
I
so
don't think
late
so.
this year? They're doing it on the last day.
Didn't
I
they
don't
do that
think-
last year?
I
No,
think that's what they did.
They did it multiple times last year.
Oh.
They did it multiple times
You were on
before
there
voting.
twice.
I was on there twice. And the last time, I think, was the last day, but they had it like 3 times or something.
Mango had to go to Ohio.
Oh, that makes sense. But it's on the 24th, and voting ends the 24th, so it's just kind of weird to me.
Right. Also, I don't know if they did it this way last time. Only one person's getting in today.
Yeah.
I think last time.
Because the Mango still has an open slot.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Are you going to the Mango, by the way? Do you know, Clinty?
Apparently, if I make it in the summit, then I get a free invitation to the Mango.
Oh, really?
So
Oh,
if I
'cause
make it
it's-
in the summit, I'll go to the Mango.
Oh, that's sick.
That's the only way I can go.
You guys
Yeah.
hear it?
Yeah.
Gotta get Clinty to Summit. You'll see him at the Mango.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get drunk though.
Yeah.
That's what most people do at the Mango, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I know Swedish Delight won the last one, and he's like, I should have drank.
Let's see. Is there going to be a spirit bomb in 2 hours? Who knows?
Nah, I dumped everything already.
So if you have votes, you gotta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Please give your votes.
I know. I'm so serious. I definitely need some more votes because I got shit left.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Just
How
give KJH
do
a
you know
vote
how
in a second.
much like the people who bought in for 1,000? Do you know how many votes they get?
I don't.
No idea. It's like
How
every
many?
vote is like $2, right? And it's like $1,000.
So that it's not even that much then.
Well,
Dang.
not compared to some bombs, dude. Like
Yeah.
last year, man, some bombs
I
were
wish I
like
paid more attention to the bombs last year. Like,
they
what
were
were some
like
of the?
I think they were like 15K. I think Hugs had like a 15K bomb or some shit, dude. Yeah.
Some of them were insane. Yeah.
I can't remember. I had like a few bombs, but all my bombs were little teeny tiny bombs. I had 5K bombs every time. Which are tiny, tiny, tiny,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was like I had 3 5K bombs, and the rest of it was just like little individual votes. So the people that get people into Summit are the individuals who have 10 votes. Put them on
Yeah.
Clintty.
That's
All right.
nuts.
What are you guys' questions? Okay. If Crush got back on Twitter to retweet your Summit link, how many votes do you think you'd win by?
um, damn, probably a decent amount. The thing with Twitter is, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you delete your Twitter and you leave it deleted for more than 30 days, it's just gone.
Really?
I believe so.
Wow.
Because
That's
I
Shadow
deleted my
Realm.
Twitter. I deleted my Twitter once, and it warned me about that. I was like, oh, okay.
Is there a difference between deactivating and deleting though? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know either.
Oh wow, that
Um,
seems insane.
we got another question. How satisfied are you with your performance in Smash in 2018? We kind of already went over that. You said like
Yeah.
Satisfied, not at all, but like noticing improvement has been good.
Yeah.
So like it hasn't been amazing to my standards. It's the best year I've had like in my career, like without a doubt. So it's the best I've ever played. But satisfied, no, not yet.
Nice.
Echo says, "Will you play Mafia if you make it in?"
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't want to play Mafia when I went, and they wrote me into it on the last one, and it ended up getting me like 1,000 Twitter followers. So it's a good idea to play, dude. I got so many. You should play. I feel like you'd be really good at it. I feel like even if you're Mafia, you're very straight face all the time. Like nobody can read you. Let's see. Did you feel as if you plateaued in Melee, and if so, how did you overcome it?
Yeah, not recently. I haven't felt a plateau. Like sometimes I'll hit walls, but I don't think that necessarily means a plateau. It's just like you gotta figure out what the next move is. I feel like a plateau is like you feel like you're getting worse.
Yeah.
I haven't felt like I was getting worse in a while. But what was Eden?
Oh
that
man.
2016?
I want to say 2016. Yeah.
It was 2016. Eden.
16.
Around that time, like 3 months before Eden, up until Eden, was when I felt like I was plateauing hard. And it was like one of the worst feelings ever. And I just kept trying to. The worst thing I did was like I kept trying to fight through it. I didn't try to fix it. I just kept trying to fight through it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I would lose, get pissed, and not address my mentality. I'm just like, no, next tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over and over again. And eventually, it's like, dude.
That's when SFAT told you to take a break, right?
That's when SFAT told me to take a break, and that's when I took my first break. I took 2 weeks off. I left my controller at Beach's house because I know I can't take a break. I was like, I can't touch it. This is too much. So I took that break. I tried to clear my mind. It's not like I did anything specifically to get better at Smash or get a better mindset. I just did normal stuff. I like hung out with my friends and did things that I like to do outside of Melee. And then I didn't expect to do anything when I came back from the break. I was like, whatever, it's gonna take a while for me to get better, but that's okay. And then my first tournament back was Apollo, and I just won.
Oh yeah.
Over like Swedish, Duck, Kirby Kaze, Slox, and like some other people.
That was a good win.
I like that's dope. And then the next weekend was Genesis, and I got 13th. I was like, damn, that's also dope. So I was like, I didn't want to blame it on the break. I was like, oh, I just have to take a break, and then
You're right.
So because I like, of course, I started to get complacent, and then here we are again. Like, fuck, got to figure something out. So it's just like can't get complacent with results at all, especially with. I forgot who said it, but it's like you're only as good as your last tournament. It's true.
I think it was the Moon, right? Or the Moon has said stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like no one cares about what you did last week.
Definitely.
It's like we got to find ways to like stay focused on the right things while we're playing and practicing and stuff too, because I think it's easy. Like I think plateaus happen when we start focusing on things that don't directly lead to improvement.
Yeah.
So like the result of the tournament, what wins mean, my emotion during a set or something like that, you know, like I mean some of that is tangentially related, but like you got to focus on the interactions in game and stuff. And I see this with lower level players a lot all the time, and it's helped kind of me adjust my mentality where like they lose and they're not doing anything correctly, and then afterwards they're pissed, and I'm like, how can you be pissed? You can't ledge dash, you can't wave shine, you can't like just go do those things, and then you'll like that guy can't do anything either. If you did anything, you would have won. Like just and like obviously that's true at my level too, right? Like I'm not doing anything properly compared to the top level. So it's like when I get pissed, sometimes I take a step back and I'm like, oh, I look like those players right now. I need to, like, there's no reason to be pissed. I need to just do the right things. So
I talk about plateaus, so I think that growth, it doesn't just like go up, right? That you like take 3 steps up and 1 step down, and 3 steps up, 1 step down, like because part of like growing is being uncomfortable with your play and learning new things, and implementation is difficult a lot of the time. And I feel like that's just natural. I feel like it's natural growth, and I think a lot of plateaus happen when you're up, you know, like you take a 5-step leap, right? And you take that 1 step down. And then at that period of time, instead of just going back up because you have a good mentality, you know that this is learning, people just get frustrated. And then the frustration just leads to fuck everything. I'm just on this plateau. I can't get any better. I thought I was getting better, and now I lost to this guy. How can I? I thought I was good, and then they plateau.
Like, and they start not trusting the process, right? Like they practice, they get better, and then suddenly they get down. They're like, I guess this practice isn't working. I'm not going to practice, and then they stop practicing as much and stuff. So it's like, no, you were still on the right track. It's just that's how it goes.
That's also something I think I can learn a lot from Summit. It's just like talking to these players a lot. Like it's like I already have the ability to like message them on Facebook and stuff like that, but being able to do it in person and like have a conversation for however long and just pick their brain about it without having to go through text is like I feel like it's worth so much more.
Dude, I legit had like Mango doesn't really talk about Melee for a long time. He'll talk with like Melee with you for like 3 minutes, right? But those little burst conversations with him like made me just switch my brain completely. Like he watched me play against Toussaint and he was like, no, you got to try to hit him there. And I was like, why do you think I should hit him? He's just like, well, what's gonna happen to you if you get hit and you try to go for it? I was like, well, nothing really. He's like, what happens if you hit him? I was like, well, he dies. He's like, well, duh, go for it. I was like, oh my god, you're right. I am playing a little too reserved. Like he just makes you think with all the little things he says because he's almost always right.
Yeah.
So on a couple other questions from the chat, and then we can kind of clean it up here. This person says, are there any personal goals for singles bracket when you get in? People you want to beat? I'll preface this by saying it's a hard question because you don't know who's getting in yet, and also the bracketing format hasn't been released, which is also complicated. But I don't know if you have any personal goals.
It's Bobby Big Balls.
Yeah. I'd never really go into tournaments like, oh, I just want to beat this guy. I just want to beat that. I usually really just try and focus on playing well. Because it's like, I also don't go into the tournament like nationals thinking that I'm going to win or anything like that, like win the entire tournament. It's just like, I just want to stick to my game plans.
Yeah.
Play well.
Yeah.
It's
well,
really good.
that's also that's what leads to the win, right? It's kind of what we were talking about before.
So a personal goal for mine of Summit is to like stick to my game plans. It's difficult.
Yeah, dude, it's I'm gonna tell you, if and when you get in, there's one main TV on the main floor, and when you sit down at that TV, like it's not like being on a stage. The whole house is kind of quiet. And it's like, it's just, there's a million top players upstairs and all the cameras and lights are on you and there's pressure, dude. So it's like sticking to your game plan is a really great goal because sometimes it's hard to stay focused when that shit's going on.
Yeah, I feel like it's a wild atmosphere.
It's super weird. You can hear the commentators in the other room.
Because the only people that it only feels like top players are watching you. I feel like I feel like you could care less or even think about like the thousands of people on Twitch. It's
Yep.
just like the top players constantly judging you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're just in a
yeah.
house with them, man. They're right there. This person asked, do y'all think that Falco beats Fox? I can answer that. All three of us think that Falco destroys Fox. Next question.
That's so funny.
What do you think was your strongest period of melee this year?
Wait.
Says
We're not going to talk about.
we did. I got it.
No, I don't. I think.
I think I think we should probably have
We
a
could
brief
talk-
discussion of Fox Falco.
We
right?
could. Let's keep
Really-
it brief
really
because I
quick.
did forget about that before I went to the questions. But yeah, we can talk about it.
I personally think Fox beats Falco. I used to not have. Like, I used to think it was the other way around. Of course.
Mhm.
Fuck. How do I put it into words of like why I think Fox beats Falco? Speed, almost a more reliable punish. The thing is, like, their punish game, like, if both characters can smash you, their punish game actually sucks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, both of their punish games actually pretty bad. If like both players can smash you properly. However, while Falco needs to combo, Fox does not. Fox can get away with back airing Falco 3 times, and then it's just like next hit you're off stage.
Interesting.
Melee edge guard, or it's just like Fox can just do strings, or get a knockdown,
Mhm.
like just a shine. But Falco he needs combos. He's not gonna win with like straight back airs over and over again, or
Yeah,
anything like that. So
I can
like
see it.
when it comes to trading, I think Fox definitely has the upper hand.
So Falco kind of needs like a clean opening somehow, and then needs to have his combo work, which
Mhm.
sometimes doesn't.
Because Falco's other like openings aren't as legit, like grabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's just grabbing. I guess he needs to shine. He needs to shine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to land a shine. One thing that I guess one of the things that we could talk about in depth too. It's nice to have your thoughts about Falco versus Fox too, but one thing that I've noticed is just like, and we talked about it when we had Captain Face Roll on last week or the other week, but we talked about the like laser interactions, and with Fox, it's been really interesting when I've been playing you recently, Kalindy, or not the last time we played, but the past couple times. You're doing a lot of take laser, dash, jump, shine at me, and I'm wondering if that's in response to me doing laser into late aerial. I don't know if that was your direct thinking. Because when I do late aerial, it's like I have to be in the air for a long time without a hitbox in front of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, give me your thoughts on why you're doing that a little bit.
So why I'm doing that is because it beats when you laser and approaching laser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is
But-
kind of the same as the late aerial.
Yeah, and sometimes when you laser approaching aerial, my ult tilt can't always beat it because
Mm-hmm.
you can like drift back where your laser or just space it better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like, well, if I'm gonna shine, like jump in him and shine, maybe I should just jump in there. But if you decide to down air me at low percent, then I'm still like plus. I land before you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
it's like
that's broken.
it's kind of like an option select. Like I'll spam it at low percent. Like I'll jump at you and shine, and if you down air me, I'll you. And
Yeah.
Is that not kind of true with Nair as well, though?
Nair is a little difficult. If you nair me while I'm in the air, I don't think
No,
I'm
no. I'm saying if you Nair at him and he down airs, won't you still land first?
Well, the thing is, down air would most likely beat out my nair.
It would beat out the Nair. It would still make you land first, but the thing about the Nair is it doesn't give you a knockdown or shove into the corner.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
So I think
The
the
knockdown
shine
off
is
the
potentially
shine
just
is
better.
huge.
It's
Yeah.
really big, especially when you knock them down into the corner, because that's generally where Falcos are lasering from. It's like slightly off center most of the time,
Yeah.
and then you do take laser dash jump shine. They're in the corner on their back, and it's like, well, fuck. What do I do now?
Yeah, I hate that.
And sometimes it's just safe. Like sometimes Avery will shield the laser. I mean,
Mhm.
shield the shine. I'll just jump away, or he won't
Mhm.
laser, and I'll still just jump away. So it's like a safe
Yeah.
hook. I'm not committing as hard if I nair and I
Yeah.
gotta land. If I shine, I can decide where I land,
That makes
and, like
sense.
how I land.
Yeah, because Smash Daddy in SoCal does the Nair a lot. He does take laser dash jump Nair,
Mhm.
and it makes sense that the shine is scarier because
Yeah,
like
I
and
played
safer overall.
I played Smash Daddy in a money match at what did we just go to? Big House. Yeah. It was I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, I won. I won, I won, but I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Anyway.
Did he
yeah.
take laser Nair at you?
I don't think so. Okay, the reason I didn't want to talk about it because I don't want to shit talk anybody. But man, it was boring,
Yeah.
dude. The matches took 6 minutes. How did they take 6
really?
minutes?
That's
They took
crazy.
so long, dude. Oh my.
I might talk about that on my next tutorial.
Oh yeah.
Not new, but like another take laser option that people don't do.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I see other foxes do take laser shine. It's something that I was just like,
Yeah, not really.
I've never seen anybody do it before you. And I was like, because I started doing laser into dash dance late aerial because that's what Mango does. And I was
Yeah.
doing it to try to beat out your up tilts because I saw Mango just literally beating every up tilt. And I was like, okay, there's
Yeah.
something about this. And then I started doing it, and then like it worked for like
You-
2
yeah.
practice sessions with you, and then you just started doing the jump shine at me, and I was like, well, fuck, okay, I got to think about that now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. that-
Falco Fox, we could talk for it forever. So
Yeah.
I know it's such a
Another-
complicated matchup.
another time.
Yeah, definitely. And like maybe we could even have you on the podcast again and just like we could literally talk about Falco versus Fox for
Yeah.
an hour and a half or 2.
Yeah.
Do we want to go back to chat questions just for a little bit? I know that we just very
Yeah, sure.
briefly
What time
talked
is
about it.
3:15?
It's 3:15. We should probably wrap up here pretty soon. So
Yeah.
maybe 2-3 more questions. What do you think?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's go chat. Squid, you want to pull these from the chat?
Let's see.
That'll give me a second.
The only catch is that it's pretty
Give us your best questions, chat. What are the juicy ones?
simple. Yeah, no.
I know that Shannon in the chat said that she had a lot of good ones prepared.
It's crazy that
I
she's
don't know
not
if
ready to
Shannon
bust him out right now.
Here. She just texted me a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's here.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
mom
nice.
has a
Shannon's
question.
mom has a question.
Excellent. We're waiting.
we're waiting.
I wonder what it's gonna be. Oh, I see Jagged Cole in the chat too.
Yeah. So Jagged Cole asks, I still want to know what he thinks his best period of Melee this year. What was his best period of Melee this year?
Oh,
So I guess we kind of talked about your year of Melee, but
never mind.
I don't know if there's any. I guess it's like the summer, right? Like,
Yeah,
So here's my 500 gold.
yeah. The summer was probably my best. Like it was. The summer was the most heartbreaking, but it's still like the best.
yeah.
Best melee I played, I guess. Why are there F's in chat?
I think it's because never mind for the question. The chat,
Oh, yeah,
the,
yeah,
the
yeah.
question
Oh,
is
okay.
dead. I checked my frames. I was like, is the stream dead? No, bit rate stable. We're good.
What is the worst
Mute
fox
my-
habit? Ooh,
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
the worst fox habit. There's so many.
There's
Yep.
so many bad
Yeah.
habits.
My favorite worst fox habit is full hop nair out of the corner.
Mm.
Full
Like,
hop,
they're
man.
in-
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
For
like
sure. Yeah.
like you. I still do it. I call it the corner kid nair.
Mm.
That makes sense.
It's so bad. It's like it's so easy to punish. You have so much time to set up for it. I think that is the worst fox habit. Full hop
makes
nair out of
sense.
the corner. Like just no drift at all. Just straight hold forward.
Yep.
Full
I've
hop
seen
nair out
that.
of the corner.
So someone asked this earlier, like at the start of the stream, and wanted to talk about it, and someone just asked it again: is how do you deal with mentality in tournament, or just how to not get tilted in tournament? We haven't like this. Also could be a big topic, but like
That's
Mhm.
yeah,
just
that's a pretty,
briefly.
a pretty big topic.
if you have like a stump
Could-
speech on mentality of how
because
you stay focused.
It depends on like your level. I think.
Hmm.
I think the way a high level player deals with like not getting tilted is not the way like a mid level player should deal with it. Like I think
Because-
a mid level player should lower their expectations a lot,
Mhm.
a lot.
Yeah.
So a lot of it has to do with expectations.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's just kind of a hard question to answer.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. Shannon's mom would like to know what is your favorite character to play.
Fox.
Good
That's
answer.
big. We get the hard hitting journalism here. We get the answers out of them.
All right, how about we take one more question, a juicy one? Squid, you can, or if Kalindi, if you see one.
Yeah. Just,
Mm,
The other gold
mm.
is just for free.
Oh, Shannon's mom, they're
No,
making fun of
no.
me. Oh,
Fox is my favorite character to play.
that's true.
Are and like shows and like who's the users, so I can actually see like if I ever need to like tweak on or like get higher.
Oh, wow,
I
that's- Coco Zimmy has a good one.
versus. Oh my goodness.
Big yikes.
Who Who else do I want in Summit? That's an easy one that I could just answer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that should be the last one. So it's 5 players. So let's see. I'm looking at the list right now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Me,
I'll make a transport.
Swedish.
Oh, I was ready for me, KJH, Spot Dodge Shine.
Kalindi.
I'm sad I didn't go with that.
So-
Rishi.
Yeah.
So me, Rishi, Swedish. Let's leave the Falcos out of it.
yeah. Who needs that?
We got Mango.
True.
Gatsu. That's 4,
Gatsu.
right? So just one more.
He's been firing up recently.
I know.
Yeah.
Fuck New England.
There you go.
Yeah.
We
Unless
need one
they're
more.
Unless they're gonna support me because I'm bringing Crush back.
Oh, true.
And then it's a tie between SJ and Moki, dude. Like, oh god, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like Moki because he's like never been, and like SJ's been there every single time, but SJ's also good.
That's true.
I don't. Oh my god.
So it's close. So we got you,
It's
Rishi,
close.
Swedish. Who's the other one?
Gatsu.
Gatsu, and then maybe Moki or
It's
SJ.
between SJ and Moki.
Okay. Good picks.
Can't decide.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Can't decide. None of the ices, unfortunately.
I feel like Bobby
SJ
Big
didn't
Balls
go
is
last time?
inevitable.
No, I think SJ went last time.
Dude, I don't know if I think Bobby Big Balls is
He's
done
inevitable.
for. I don't know.
You can't-
I don't know.
You can't
dude.
stop him, dude.
I
He's
don't know. I don't know.
They really need to up their.
I've started to call. So you know how he started? He was like, a vote for me is a vote for sick melee. Anytime I do anything like sick, I'm always like the Bobby Big Balls. Like,
Oh, no.
SJ didn't go last summit. I didn't know that.
Wait, did he not? Was he not there?
Was he?
I
not?
was there.
Okay.
Come to think of it, yeah, I don't think he was.
The
Okay.
last one wasn't the peanut butter skit.
No, not that one.
Or
Damn.
the,
Okay.
That's
maybe
crazy.
SJ
Yeah,
wasn't
none
there.
was there. You're right. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Alright.
kind of brushed over that one. Forgot that even happened. I was there.
My bad. My bad. for
yeah, in
thinking
my
that.
head, Johnny's just been at all of them, but
Yeah.
I guess not.
I mean, like when you think of someone who's been at every summit, you think of like West Balls and SJ.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Even though apparently they haven't been every.
Yeah.
Has Wes not been every time?
I
don't
think
think
West
so.
went as a guest one time, so technically he's been every. summit.
Gotcha.
That's
Axe
wild.
has been every time. Axe has been an invite every single time except for this one, and he made it as through placements this time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's that too.
All right, you wanna wrap it up, Squid?
Yeah, I think this was pretty good. We covered a lot of stuff.
I think so too.
We're still not ready to do the thing where we can announce the next guest at the end of this one.
That's
but
true. We'll
it
get
will
to
be
that.
bi-weekly, so within 2 weeks you'll know who the next one is, and
It's a
follow us all on
surprise.
Twitter and stuff. Follow KJH's stream. He's gonna stream
Oh.
right now.
Will you be able to host me if I stream?
Oh shoot. Yeah.
Ginger's like, no. Gotta host Armada. But yeah, no. Follow him at Twitch TV/KJH__, and then follow him on Twitter at SpotDodge_Shine.
Mhm.
And yeah, hopefully he makes it into Summit in 2 hours or less than 2 hours, an hour and a half.
Listen, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
scared.
jeez.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Woohoo! You got
I'm
it. We
nervous.
believe. We believe. Everyone, channel your energy. But yeah, good podcast. Thanks for being on, Clindy.
Yeah,
And
no, thank you guys for having me.